Put the drone up. Come you are.
Sorry, who are you two?
Police officers.
Got a badge?
Yeah.
Alright, fair enough. And you?
Yeah, I got a badge. So why are you filming?
So where is it?
What? What's your name? It's on me. What's your name? Don't film over there again.
I'm going to decline that request, mate.
Oh, we'll do. If you're going to start doing it and you're causing people harassment, alarm and distress,
yep,
and you've got evidence on there,
yep,
I can prove that you've got evidence on there. I'll seize it. I'll lock you up for some sort of public order offence, because
so
if you continue
to superior?
Listen, if you continue to film, that's what's going to happen.
Right. Yes, then the people. We're here today in Ashton under Lyne, next to Manchester. And although we're next to a car transporter, we're not actually taking a look at a car dealer. We're taking a look at the building over there. Nexus House. Yeah, so had a little tip off to come and try this building here. Nexus House. What do they do here? I don't know what they do here. We'll find out in a minute. Please use video intercom to gain entrance. Strange, isn't it? It's a very suspicious looking building. Let's go back here a little bit. Have a little zoom in. Yeah, as AB would describe it, it's a suspicious looking building, right? Yeah. Oh, we're going to go and find out what's inside there. Let's have a look. It's getting quite windy now. Storm's coming in. Drone's okay at the moment, but not sure how long it will be okay for. He's on the phone, he is. I think he's on the phone. He's watching me, so if we move over here, he's watching me through that window that he thinks I can't see. Right, let's go up a bit higher. Oh look, got some police vans in there. Interesting, isn't it? I wonder what this building could be. Nexus House. There's no signposting on it, is there? The Pod. Is that a coffee shop? What does that blue sign there say? Let's go and let him know that we're in. Yep, I think he's seen us. This guy here, or is it lady? Yeah, there's a blue sign here. What's it say on there? Doesn't say anything, does it? Very, very strange that. Ooh, who is that? Everyone's on the phone. Talking about the drone. That guy there. Nexus House. So guys, do we know what's inside there yet? I've been told what's in there, but I haven't let anybody know yet. We're going to wait and see what the response is first. Right, what have we got around the back of here? Not a lot. Yeah, storm's coming in. It's all very secure over there as well.
Right, mate.
You're right.
How come you filming and putting the drone up?
Got the drone up now.
No, how come you are?
Sorry, who are you two?
Police officers.
Got a badge?
Yeah.
Alright, fair enough. And you?
Yeah, I got a badge. So why are you
So
filming?
where is it?
What? It's
Where
on
is
your
it?
name. It's on me. What's your name?
Mate, you've walked over to me in a coat with a hood up. I don't...
Yeah, because you've got a drone above there, yeah, in the car park.
And it's been in the car park as well. Don't
Okay.
lie and say it hasn't, because
Right.
it has, we've seen it.
I'll engage with you.
Okay.
You've showed your badge.
Yeah.
You can appreciate this guy does not look like a copper.
Now, but he's with me as well, isn't he? So we're police officers. We
Right.
are. Okay.
Don't identify professionally,
Okay.
mate. Come on.
Okay.
Right, how can I help?
What
The
you've
drone's
done,
right there at the minute.
Okay, I know it is. I know where it is.
Yeah.
You've had it over that car park. You've had it in the car
I
park.
have, yeah.
You're not allowed to do that.
Why?
Because the police building. Why are you filming over a police building?
That's a police building.
Yeah.
How am I meant to know that?
Well, why are you filming it? What did you think it was?
I'm trying to find out.
Right. Well, now you know. So can you drop the drone?
I'll tell you what I'll do. Are we going to talk for long, or... So I don't want to keep it hovering, just wasting my battery.
I'm not bothered about that.
I am.
All right. Well, that's a you problem.
Right.
Okay.
You okay?
Yeah, you.
Right. So you've obviously come here. You're not working. You've obviously come here to try and antagonise someone.
I'm working right now, mate. I'm
So
trying
what
to
are you
find out. Okay. Google Maps.
Yeah.
This building is very secure.
Yeah. Of course.
But there's no sign on it.
Right.
That's what I do.
So are you Google Maps?
I try and I try and investigate what buildings are. Industrial. This for me, it's clearly high security.
Okay.
But
So
there's no name on it.
Have you got any proof that you do that for a living? Have you filmed any other buildings today?
Today, yeah, I have, yeah,
Oh,
today,
so what
yeah.
other buildings have you filmed
I'm
today?
not going to tell you that, mate.
Okay.
But I go around and I film different buildings,
So
right?
have you got proof on there that you filmed other buildings today?
Buildings, yeah.
Do you want to show me?
No.
Why? Because you've lied, haven't you?
Why do I need to?
Well, why do you need to stand here and film this?
Why would you presume
Well, you just told
that
me.
I've lied?
Well, because you just told me you're not showing
I'll tell
me.
you what I want to do. I'm going to land that.
All right.
Because it's wasting battery.
Yeah, okay.
Land it over there
Okay.
and we'll come into. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So who are you employed by?
Just give me 1 second, buddy. Yeah. I'm going to get that down. I'll come back over to you, all right?
Is this your car?
I'll land it here. This one? No. I've been filming all around this area. I've been walking around today. Oh, there we go.
What's your name, mate?
I don't give names, my friend.
What's your first name?
But what I do, I film buildings which look, you could call it suspicious, odd, unusual. Here, that even inside, you've got like a blue sign, one of those in there. Even in there, there's no label on the building. So what I do, I try and investigate what buildings are. And you can appreciate the drone can do more than that than I can, you know?
Yeah, of course it can.
Yeah?
Hi, boss.
Go on now.
Just give me a few minutes. I'm just chatting to him. No, I'm all right in a minute. It's fine. Yeah, he's took it down. Right. Cheers, boss. Right, so
Should we start again?
yeah, let's do it. Right, so if you wanted to find out what that building was,
Yeah.
there's a name right at the top of it. Yeah, see that Nexus House.
Exactly.
Google it.
I have.
Right, and what does it tell you?
Nothing. Not where I was looking. Go
It
on.
does. So right, okay.
Go on, you show me.
Let's type it in. I'm not gonna. Are you filming?
I am filming.
You've got a special YouTube channel, have you?
No,
Loads of followers.
don't do YouTube.
What does it go on?
What, the video?
Yeah. So, I type in Nexus House.
Yeah.
The first thing that comes up is Nexus House, Manchester,
Yep.
Alexandria Drive.
Right. Are you telling me it comes up with what it is? Because I've tried. I guarantee you it doesn't, unless it's updated recently.
What was in today?
As
This
in,
is updated.
I
When's
always
this?
Google search where I'm going, and if
Okay.
nowhere comes up, I go and investigate myself.
Right, well, it obviously came up because the first thing that comes up,
Yeah.
and I'll show you,
What's it say?
comes up. There's a badge of Greater Manchester on it, on Flickr.
So it's a police building. That's it.
Yeah.
Or so.
Yeah.
Why don't you just have a sign on it? Most police,
Why do we need to?
because other police stations and buildings do have.
It's not a police
they look-
station.
Right. I film different buildings. Occasionally we come across police offices or whatever.
But let's stop you there, because
Go on.
you've just told me you researched. That's quite a blatant lie.
Yeah.
Because I've researched, I've just typed
All
it
right.
into Google
So-
and it comes up. So do it in your phone there.
Do you know
Type in Nexus House in your phone, see what comes up.
You're quite demanding, aren't you?
Yeah, well, you're coming over filming a building for no
Right.
reason and you're lying.
Right.
And you sat there with a
Right.
smug look on your face trying to be smart.
Because I can film the building, mate.
you can't
I
film
don't
over the
have-
car park. You can't put your drone over the car park.
can.
No, you can't.
I
Not in
can.
the car park, you can't.
can.
No, you can't.
I can.
No, you can't.
The reason I'm telling you I've searched it is I went on Google Maps, Nexus House, clicked on it, nothing. Came here, nothing. You've Google searched it on a web browser. That's not what I did.
Oh, what did you do? You just said you Googled it.
Google Maps.
No, you said you Googled it.
Yeah, Google, that's what I do. I Google Map everything.
All right, should
That's
we
where
Google
I-
Map it as well then?
Go on.
Let's see what happens when we Google Map it.
Anyway, right, the reason I was smirking is because there's no issue. Even if I know that's a police building, which I didn't, even if I know it's a police building, I can fly over there, it's fine.
Okay, but you're causing concern by what you're doing.
That's not my problem, mate.
Yeah, but it is. Well, you're causing the concern.
Okay, if I...
So if let's
Go on.
let's play devil's advocate.
Yeah, yeah.
If you're out on the public, doing whatever you are in a public place, but you
Yep.
sit there and you start causing alarm, harassment and distress to other people.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
get
yeah.
arrested, it's an offence.
Yes.
I am now telling you that by flying that drone up there,
No.
that's what you're causing
That's
people.
not reasonable. It has to be reasonable.
Yeah, but, well, it is reasonable.
Otherwise, any person
Police,
could...
Listen, there's a threat against police officers. I'm not saying it's a high threat, but there is an underlying threat against police officers.
Okay.
Is there not? We'll agree on that.
I think
I'm not
everybody
saying-
has a... I think there's a threat to everybody.
Yeah,
not only police.
I get that, but as a job that we do, there is a threat, okay? By filming people and potentially private vehicles and things like that, where people can research, get registrations, find out where people live, that causes people
You
harm.
can't find out where somebody lives from a registration, though, can you?
Yes,
You guys can.
Yeah, I can. And
I can't.
well, okay, there's criminals out there that can do that. And don't tell me there's not, because
Okay.
I know there are.
But that's not my problem, is it?
Well,
Can you
if you're
understand
filming them
that?
and you're putting them on a social media account or whatever you're putting
Right.
them on, that then causes
Well, then they
that.
maybe shouldn't... Okay, I don't want to get into
don't
an
tell
argument
me.
with you,
Go
but
on.
they shouldn't come to work in a car. If that's such a high risk for them to do that, anybody could be out here,
Well, it's not.
take the reg down, go home and then follow them.
But they're not.
But
You're
they-
sat
they-
here, you're
but-
stood here filming.
But they could.
So what I'm going to ask you nicely
Yes.
is don't film over there again.
I'm going to decline that request, mate.
Okay. Well,
Okay. Do you know why I'm going to decline
I'll
it?
give you a warning, and what we'll do, if you're going to start doing it and you're causing people harassment, alarm and distress,
Yep.
and you've got evidence on there,
Yep.
I can prove that you've got evidence on there. I'll seize it. I'll lock you up for some sort of public order offence, because
Some
that's
sort
what you're
of.
doing. Well, Section 5 public order, causing harassment, alarm and
Okay.
distress. Okay?
Are you superior?
Listen, if you continue to film, that's what's going to happen.
Right. You cannot... oh, okay, you can do what you like,
I know I can.
but it won't go anywhere. Reason being, right, because filming people, flying a drone is the same thing. Filming people cannot cause them alarm, harassment and distress unless I'm literally following them around, close to them, with a camera.
Well,
Excuse me.
Hello.
But you're filming.
Detective Sergeant Chishan,
Hello, how are you doing?
do you have a fly ID?
Can you lower this... Can you bring everything down? Because right now,
I
it's
can-
quite
I can.
heightened.
There's nothing
What's
up,
your name, mate?
Only you that's up.
This guy has been quite aggressive since he came over.
What's your name, mate?
I don't give names.
It's all right.
Happy to show you my flyer ID.
Right. Can I see it, please?
I'll be showing you've got one. I won't be letting you write it down, all right? There it is. All right.
How do I verify that's real or not if I can't?
That's not my issue, mate. I'm not obliged to give you that unless I'm suspected of committing an offence with the drone, which I'm not. I've been flying legally. The drone is legal. It even has insurance, which it doesn't have to have, but it has insurance, okay?
Hello.
Has it?
Yes. You know as well.
You got proof?
I don't need to have insurance on it, mate.
Right.
But I'm just telling you it has anyway.
Right. Okay. That's good.
I fly
'Cause
above what I
you
need
just told
to.
me you've got insurance.
Yes.
So have you got it to show or not?
I don't have to have the insurance at all. I don't need insurance for that drone. But I'm just telling you, I do things properly. I have insurance on it, just to cover myself.
All right.
That's
Lovely.
it. Right. Flying over there,
Mhm.
it's perfectly legal.
Yep.
You know it. I know it. Don't know whether those two know it. In your, who are you? You're a chief inspector, you said?
No, Detective Sergeant.
Sorry, detective. Sorry, I misheard you.
Yeah.
Detective Sergeant, you know as well as I do that flying over there is legal. It may not. People may be pissed off about it. You may be suspicious, right?
Okay.
I make.
All right. You're crying.
No, it's cold.
All right. Okay. 'Cause
It's cold,
I'm hoping
it's
I'm not
windy.
intimidating you because I'm quite
No,
calm.
no, no.
as
You're
far
not.
as I'm
Those two
concerned.
were. They came over with their hoods up, mask up.
Okay.
The one of them didn't produce his badge, refused to.
Yeah.
That's not good, mate.
Right. Okay.
Right?
Well,
you
listen,
can-
to be fair, there's two things that's not good. The bottom line is, it's a police premises,
I
and
didn't know that when I turned up.
well, that's fine. What
I
we-
suspected it could be.
Oh well, that's fine. But what we're saying to you is, this is a police premises.
Yes.
So if there's it's a police premises, there's certain things that go on in there that aren't for the public domain, and what we've got is a drone flying over near the building.
It should be covered up, shouldn't it? Can you appreciate what I'm saying there? I don't
No.
mean to sound rude or sarcastic,
No,
but
because it shouldn't be covered up, because we're in a building that's got a big fence around it. That's
Right.
the whole purpose of the big fence. Do you get me? No, do you get
in
me?
this day and age,
No, do you get me?
there's drones, planes, everything, right?
Yeah, exactly, which is why we're here talking to
Right.
you. But they don't necessarily need to be flying over near this building.
But they could.
So if I came to your house and was flying a drone near your front window, I could do that. But would that
Legally,
piss
you can.
off? Would that piss you off?
Morally.
Would
Morally,
that piss you off?
Morally-
Just answer me the question. Would that piss
you're not
you
listening,
off?
are you?
No, you're not
'Cause
listening.
people always bring up the house.
There are people at work.
If you
trying
came to my
No,
workplace,
just hear me out. Just answer my question. You've said it's not a problem. It's not illegal.
That's right.
However, people might be pissed off, and the reason that people might be pissed off, and using your terminology, is because people are doing a job of work, and there's certain things that aren't for the public domain that go on in there.
I'm not in there though, am I? I'm not right up to the windows. I'm not going to zoom in. I'm not doing any of that.
Well,
We don't
you
know
say
that,
that,
do we?
but how do we
I've
know?
just told you.
that? But how do we know that? Let me tell you.
Come out, have a conversation.
Well, which we are. Well, hear me out.
You are.
Hear me out.
Yeah, mate. You keep moving into me. I mean,
I'm a police officer.
yes.
With over 27 years service. A lot of people I speak to lie to me and say, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. So I've got to take it with a pinch of salt. It then begs the question, why are you doing it?
You don't know why I'm doing it.
Why are you doing
You
it?
can't read your mind.
Right, I explained to your two colleagues
Well, I wasn't here, so
who
why are you
blatantly
doing it?
didn't listen to what I said, right?
No, I wasn't here.
Me neither.
I go on Google Maps
Yeah.
and I find buildings that look suspicious. Here, for me,
In terms of, how do you mean suspicious?
got a high security fence there, right?
Why is it that
Right.
suspicious?
Let me finish. No signage at all. Usually that says something's going on there that's unusual. Either police, often other stuff, but it's different. So I
you
come up,
suspect it could be a police building.
so possibly it could be anything. It
Right,
could be
okay.
even different than that. It could be MOD related, or it could be.
So why is it? So if it's suspicious, what's the point of you coming?
I make informative videos to investigate with the drone and the camera what the building is. Now, occasionally,
Informative.
yes,
Who do they inform?
the viewers.
Okay.
Have you got a YouTube channel?
Pennies dropped.
No, it's not.
So I turn up. It's not live or nothing, but it records. I turn up. Sometimes I'll talk to the people. I say, hi, what's the building? Today I said on the camera, let's take a different approach. Let's not talk to anybody. Let's just fly over, see what we can see.
Oh, an
You're trying to provoke
experiment.
people, aren't you?
Say again.
You're trying to provoke people, aren't you?
No.
You are. You quite clearly are.
Ha-
Listen, you've said to me, people will get pissed off. So you know that coming into
No.
this.
Your colleague said,
No, just hear me out.
alarm, harassment and distress.
Just hear me out. Just hear me out. You've said you know people will be pissed off. So you're coming to provoke something. What you're trying to achieve by that, I've no idea.
How have I provoked? I haven't even spoke to that guy there.
Right, just hear me out. Listen to
All right, go on. Late finish.
what I'm trying to say to you is
Yes.
people are working in that building.
Okay.
People coming and going from this have a right to some privacy themselves. They've got rights themselves.
In public, of course.
Yeah?
No, sorry, in the building, of course.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And they've got a right to get on with the work unharassed without having to hang by windows, shut windows and all this sort of nonsense. It's your car, sorry mate. So
You're right to the point that if I was flying close to the window and zooming in, for me that's a little bit morally wrong and it's a little bit of a privacy issue. I've been quite high above the building.
It's sort of a privacy issue.
I've been quite high, probably double the building height, let's say. I've just shown what's there. I've zoomed into a blue sign you've got to see whether it tells the name of the building. It doesn't. And that's it. And I went over that car park there to have a look.
The sign's there, Nexus House. Google Nexus House now. Have you got your phone?
So what I do, I normally Google map it, which doesn't say nothing.
But Google
Yeah,
Nexus House.
your colleague's done it.
Google Nexus House now.
He's done it.
Does it come up?
On his phone, apparently it did, yes.
Did they come up with your phone when you Googled it? Because you said you Googled it.
No, I
before you
Google
came.
mapped. I find all my places on Google Maps.
All right.
I literally go on there,
Google
I
Maps.
find my area, today was here, I zoom into places, and I click on Google Maps, get the what's it called? The camera view on the road.
Mhm.
There, I was like, wow, what's that?
So
That's it.
from what you said earlier, you found this building, in your words, a bit suspicious, potentially police building, which is your reason.
It could be anything.
It could
But
be,
yeah.
or it could, or
Yeah,
it could be
yeah.
anything,
But
which is your reason.
If you see a building that's got high security, it's security for a reason, isn't it? And what you're trying to do is go beyond that security to prove a point. What
No,
the point is,
not quite.
Honestly, what the point is, I've actually no idea because it doesn't seem to make a lot of sense to me. The bottom line is,
I'll explain if you want.
Subscribers and
go on then, you
viewers.
explain.
We've got to that point where I think we should
Go on
explain,
then.
right? Your two colleagues came out.
I'm not on about that. I'm on
No,
about
I
you
am.
building.
This is my reason for doing this,
Are you auditing?
right? So when I do buildings with high security, not always police, could be G4S, right? We check how they behave as well. So I knew here would have some kind of security. I didn't know it's police, to be fair, but I knew some kind of security would ask me what I'm doing, right?
Yeah. Right.
So I do a legal activity, which is flying a drone, filming, right? We all know it's legal, right? Do it from public. And we see if they respect that right. And your two colleagues didn't respect that right. He threatened me with arrest.
Right. Listen,
So I highlight people like that. And if I have to be arrested, no, but if I have to be arrested,
I'll be honest.
right,
I've got better things to do in my time than that, and I don't know why you haven't. I'll be honest with you, because it seems a bit pointless. It seems like he's trying to provoke something here.
highlighting good and bad.
It seems
Some
like you're trying. Just
people
bear
do
with me.
like
Just bear with me. It seems like he's trying to provoke something here. And
You said a word. What was it?
no, listen.
Auditor.
I'm talking to
Yeah,
you.
auditing, aren't you?
Along those lines.
Yeah.
Along those lines. A little bit different. I try not to come along and go, oi, you, where's your fucking collar number? I don't do none of that. I try and keep calm and polite, and I use my drone.
Right. Just listen to me, will you?
But there we go.
Just listen to me for a minute, mate. What you said is you want to come, film, see what the reaction is, and challenge that reaction if it's not to your liking. Now, the bottom line is, I'm saying, if you've had an adverse reaction today, it's because it's a police building, people are trying to get on with the work, and they don't need being hassled by this. You said in your own words, you know, people will be pissed off.
I didn't say that, actually.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what you did say. You're recording, that's exactly what you did.
Not just out the blue like that, I didn't.
That's what you said.
That was in the threat to be in alarm, harassment and distress arrested.
You said you knew people were pissed off.
No, I didn't say that.
You did?
No.
You can listen back to your own recording.
No.
So, listen, the bottom line, I'm not going to get into
Who are you? Are you above him?
I'm a police officer. My name's Paul Crumpton, a detective inspector here.
Detective inspector?
Yeah.
DI, okay, fair enough.
What I'm saying to you is, you are pissing people off because people are trying to get on with their work and they can't.
That's not my issue, I'm afraid.
Yeah, it is, because you're provoking that issue.
By flying a drone to double the height of the building.
So you're in fact not listening.
I am listening to you.
Just bear with me. Just bear with me,
sorry,
please.
say again, I didn't hear what you said.
Can you just bear with me, please? You've said you're coming here and you know that people get pissed off with it.
I didn't say. No,
That's
you
what
twisted
you said.
that twice now. You twisted it twice. I didn't say that. Didn't say that.
You've said to me, I heard you here say to me.
You heard the word pissed off people and you
people,
twisted it into that.
You know people were pissed off with you flying it. It's exactly what you said.
That's not what I said.
I beg to listen. I'm not going to
If
keep going
people
around
are
in
pissed off with me flying over there, that, with due respect, is not my issue.
It is your
I haven't been flying like down this low, following people along the path. That's harassing people. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that.
What your definition of harassment isn't what the definition of harassment isn't up to you. It's how other people perceive your activity. And what I'm saying to you
That's definitely not true. That's feelings.
What do you think harassment is?
There's a law. There's an offence. How it is determined. Twice or more repetitive activity that could cause harassment, alarm, and
harassed.
I haven't followed anybody. So who would it be harassment of?
Because there's lots of people in there that you're annoying by being there because they can't get on with their own work.
They can. The drone is not loud. I haven't been up to any windows. I've been miles up here in the sky.
Go around in circles. What you define to be harassment, what you think you define to be harassment, isn't a legal definition of harassment. Okay?
I know what it is. I've just read it out to you. Do you want me to read it out? You do it more than me every day.
I don't need you to read harassment out to me. I know what harassment is, but there is no specific definition for what is harassment.
Okay, if you arrested me right now, or your colleagues did, for harassment, and it got to court, if it got to court, I don't think it would get to court, and I know you think it wouldn't get to court as well, and you would both agree with that. It wouldn't.
Listen, we're getting into hypotheticals. What I'm trying to say to you...
But you can't tell me not to do something. If it's not an offence, you should say, look, mate, just be careful what you're doing. You're annoying a few people. Crack on. That's what you should say. Not we could arrest you, blah, blah, blah. I know you haven't said that, but your colleague did.
What all I'm asking you to do, just leave it with us if you don't mind.
Why were you filming me before?
When was that?
When I left this establishment.
Were you wearing that?
Sorry?
Were you wearing green?
Yes.
I don't recall, mate. With the drone, you mean? Or?
Just, who are you? What are you doing?
Yeah, just listen. So you've got an individual there who, by your
he's
actions,
quite clearly heard what's happened, and he's came over to try and stick up for it.
You're just twisting it. Now listen. We can go all round the houses, okay?
The drone.
How would you like you to be filmed? What would you think about that?
If I was at my
your private car.
If I was at my workplace, crack on. It's legal. I can't do nothing about it, mate.
Right. Can you just come here?
Yeah, no worries.
Can you just come here?
You've got some people here, right, that are unprofessional, mate. And I am here to highlight that today, unfortunately. Well, you've been fine. He's been more than fine.
No,
come on, mate.
No, listen to me, right? You're saying you're not following people. He's been concerned by what's been going on out here.
You saw the drone. You heard the drone.
By you.
Yes.
So what you've said to me isn't correct.
What's that?
All I'm going to ask you to do is please don't film it. It's a police building. People have the right there to carry on the business. You've said by your own, whether I promise you, you listen back to that. And
what actually is it you do there? For this response?
Police officers.
No, but for this response, it must be
Serious Crime Division, police station.
See, now we're getting somewhere. I didn't know that.
Right.
But now it makes sense.
Google it, I told you. You're saying this is a suspicious building. It's not suspicious. It's got Nexus House written on it. Google it. It's the police. It's Greater Manchester Police. What goes on from there isn't necessarily your business. There are other departments within Greater Manchester Police that need to be covert. That we can't say to you, oh, this is that and this is what we do, because they're covert for a reason, so that people like yourselves and particularly criminals don't know what goes on in those places. Because we need to do a job to protect people like yourself. So we try very hard to do that.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
So there are certain things that come in here and trying to provoke things, but I can't necessarily
Don't-
tell you.
Right.
So all I'm going to ask you to do is, I don't know your name, you've asked for my name, I've had the decency to give it, you don't want to give it to me, I'm not really bothered, but whatever your name is, all I'm going to ask you to do is just please stop the drone footage today and just go home. You've had your explanation for what it is, you are causing people some concern, don't do it no anymore, I'm asking you kindly.
Okay, can I respond?
Yeah. I'll tell you what the response is going to be, no, because I've got rights and I'll do what I want.
I've told you I don't do my videos like that.
But that's what you're going to tell me, isn't
If
it?
I want, okay,
That's what you're going to tell me, isn't
if
it?
I want to play into what you've just said,
That's what you're going
I
to
could
tell
get my
me.
drone out right now, I could launch it in front of you, fly over there, and there's nothing you can do legally, but you'll probably arrest me, and I'll be in the cells for a few hours, and then I'll be released, and I'll be on bail, and then it'll be no further action, and it's a hassle for me, but you have the power to do that. So I'm not going to get my drone back out and launch it in front of you right now and do that, because that is antagonising people, and I may suffer from that.
I'm asking you as one person to another who works at this building and is a
Yeah, but
representative of
You said I was going to respond in that way. I wasn't going to respond in that way.
What were you going to say then?
I was going to say, whether I get it up or not will determine what you say next to me, right?
Go on then.
Do I have to, or can I legally fly over there?
If I'm honest, listen, I'm a police officer. I don't know what the legislation is,
Fair
if I'm
enough.
honest about the use of drones. I'm honest.
Good answer.
Yeah, I honestly don't know. But it is somewhat provocative.
You'd prefer it that I didn't.
Exactly.
Right.
So can we part company?
That's all you had to say.
So can we part company in an agreement that that's going to be where we are?
We're going to shake hands?
Are we?
Listen, I don't know whether I'm going to take it back up. I don't know. Do you know why? Because you've just said something very fair
Well,
enough,
just
that
hang
your
on, just hang
colleagues
on.
that told me I'll be arrested for it. That's worrying for me. I don't want to be arrested for flying my drone,
Okay. Well,
I don't wanna be.
Don't fly here.
but I can.
I'm not saying.
It doesn't mean I'm going to do it again today,
Okay.
but I can. And it's worrying that I'd be threatened with arrest. That's my point. It's worrying.
You've just got police officers who are trying to protect the building and the work of their colleagues. That's all it is.
But they've got to follow the law, mate.
Yeah. And potentially
What he should have said is what you just said. We can't stop you doing it, but we prefer you not to. I'd have gone, fair enough. I'd have landed it.
Well, if that's what you're doing, we're good.
Another shake of the hand.
Is that an agreement?
Not agreeing anything. Not agreeing anything. So what's your role
My role
as a DI? Yeah.
Well, I'm over an investigation team. That's
Fair
what I
enough.
need to say. Again, for reasons that I don't need to explain to you. Well, you won't even tell me your name, and I've been more than decent with you, aren't I? You haven't even told me your name.
Because if I take your name, which I have, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to go and my AMPR on my computer,
Not bothered.
right? I know you guys what you're like, right? I give you a first name, you'll be like, right, let's find a YouTuber with the first name of John. Boom, that's him. Is that him? Is that him? I don't know what you like. It's your job.
No.
It's your job.
sorry,
You're
no,
investigating.
sorry, you. Listen, what you've also got to understand is, as police officers, whether you like it or not, there's a heightened terrorist risk around the country, and police buildings are particularly.
Do you think they're a target though?
Yeah, absolutely.
Really?
There's been credible intelligence about terrorist intent on targeting police officers.
Recently?
Yeah.
So no, they haven't really been attacked. Not really before, have they?
Listen, the point I'm making you, we have had that briefing. We have been told that.
Is that fairly recent? Is
No,
it?
it's
Yeah.
been for a while now,
Right.
to be fair. So the advice to police officers coming and going from police buildings is, don't wear your uniform, don't wear half and half. Go home in plain clothes so that people aren't aware of it, because there is a threat of that. So you've also got to put into context that this is a police building, and there is that. Now, I'm not saying you're a terrorist, but we've got to be aware of the potential for that. And terrorists conduct what we call hostile reconnaissance, which is.
I'd expect to be challenged.
Hello. Yeah, fine, no problem. We know.
You're very smart.
Yeah.
Very-
Okay.
Very smart.
Thank you very much.
So there's things.
I'd
like
expect
that.
to be challenged. Always expect to be challenged.
Okay.
You've been okay. He's been okay. I just wouldn't, as I say, to be threatened with arrest for public order when you know as well as me it wouldn't really cross that threshold. It's a little bit naughty saying it. That's all. A little bit naughty.
I'd have to disagree.
Really?
I'd have to say it's potentially an offence. What your understanding of the law isn't mine, and as I say, my understanding of what causes someone harassment or alarm isn't necessarily what you're saying.
But it would need to be more than twice on one person, right? And you wouldn't be able to find that
No.
person, right?
For the harassment act itself,
Right.
yeah. If you cause someone harassment on 2 or more occasions, and your action is such that it causes someone harassment, that leads you liable to arrest. Okay?
2 or more actions,
So
right?
that's the harassment act.
Right.
Okay. There is an offence of Section 5 public order causing harassment, alarm and distress. That only needs to happen on one occasion, which could be deemed by this. That's what the officers were saying to you. Section 5 of the Public Order Act.
Okay.
Now,
but I don't want to be threatened with arrest for flying my drone.
well, that's fine. But what they were trying to do to say to you is that your actions are somewhat provocative. I'd ask you to review what you said, because you did say, I know it would piss some people off.
It was in response though. It wasn't just, oh, I know it'll piss people off.
But the point is, you know by coming here that people will have that reaction. That's causing harassment. So I would say to you on that basis, you potentially could be. It's up to we as the police don't decide whether you're guilty of an offence. We make arrests and put people for court to decide.
Or CPS first, isn't it?
Not for a public order offence. It would just be a charge for us. It could even be a fixed penalty notice or anything. So the point I'm making is, they are right to suggest that to you. What they're just trying to do to you is say, can you not do it?
I think they're trying to scare me. That's what I thought.
They're just trying to get you not to do what it is that you're doing. That's all. So that's where we're up to. So it could have been an offence. I don't agree with your...
If I flew over here now,
yeah,
and it was high enough that it's out of the way, but you could hear it, and you said that's causing me harassment, it's got to be reasonable,
well,
right?
Exactly, it has, and that's for a court to decide.
If I get my camera out and start following you,
it has, and it's brought up to be for a court to decide. That's the point. It's where that goes. Now, what I've said to you is, the drone's been over there. It's been near to the building. I've no idea what the capability of the drone is in terms of zooming. I don't know what your purpose for being there is. I take what you say, but it is a little bit provocative, and there's just police officers trying to get on with the work, protecting the public, and they don't need people just trying to rub them up the wrong way just for the crack, if I'm being honest. So, but we've had a conversation. You've said that you're not going to film anymore today. I appreciate that. The
reason I'm not going to drone here again today is because I believe that your colleagues will unlawfully arrest me, and I don't want the inconvenience of that today.
I thought you were not going to do it today because you said if I asked you in the way that I have, you agreed to that.
If you said to me, which you did,
yeah,
you legally can, but I'd rather you don't, I'll take that and I won't do it.
Okay.
But when it comes to it, I've got other places to go to today, right? To get the drone up again for no reason, just to prove a point, would only be to prove a point, right? I've got my footage. I'm not going to do that, because I feel that your colleagues would come out and arrest me, and I feel it would be unlawful, but I know for a fact, based on what they've said, they'll do that. And I don't want that inconvenience today.
I thought you said you were going to do it because I'd asked you in a nice way.
Yeah,
which is
both.
All right.
Both.
Well, let's part company as good friends, shall we say, and then I would appreciate if you don't just come back, because you're just going to end up with the same situation again.
Can't I come in?
No.
Have a tour?
No, you can't, mate, no.
Take the drone inside.
Nice shooting, mate.
Talk about pushing your luck.
No, that's all right.
All right.
All right, guys.
The stuff goes on that you can't take you in for, that's all.
Okay.
All right, mate.
Cheers, guys. All right, see you later. Well, what an experience that was. Yeah, to everybody who's going to comment and say that I gave in and I should have launched my drone again, I genuinely believed, based on what he said and based on what his colleagues said, that they would look at arresting me. Obviously it would be unlawful, obviously, but I don't need that inconvenience today. I don't need that inconvenience anytime. I definitely don't need it today. Travelled a long way, a few more videos to do today, a few more videos to do at other places as well tomorrow. So that's why I'm not going to be taking the drone back up. I do feel that it had the desired outcome. We highlighted more tyrants, more police officers that would be willing to unlawfully arrest somebody because, well, they don't want you flying the drone, essentially. But I'm not about to be the guinea pig and test it to that point where I'm arrested. Sorry, it's not happening. I got my video and I'm a free man. No details were given and I'm leaving. So in my book, that's a positive outcome. So yes, guys, NCA, Serious Crime Unit, that place there. I got a tip off to go there. And seems the tip off was good. So, give it a like, subscribe, and we'll see you on another video.